Let's be honest, if your boots aren't right, the rest of your gear doesn't matter. Cold toes, wet socks, or slipping on rough ground can turn a great hunt into a miserable one fast. That's why we went deep into a 2025 lineup to find the boots that really hold up. Boots that stay dry, grip well, feel good even after miles of rough trail. Do remember that all links are in the description below. We start with the hunting boots at the number 5 spot, the Irish Setter VaprTrek. If you're after a hunting boot that can keep up with your fast-paced outdoor lifestyle, the Irish Setter VaprTrek is ready to roll. These boots are light, tough, and comfortable right out of the box, making them a top contender for any hunter who's constantly on the move. Weighing in at just under 22 ounces per boot, the VaprTrek feels more like a trail runner than a heavy-duty hunting boot. But don't let that lightweight design fool you. These things are built tough. The full-grain leather and ripstop fabric combo delivers rugged durability, and the Hex-Lite rubber sole with aggressive lugs grips like a champ. Whether you're tackling wet rocks or muddy hills, the ultra-dry waterproof system is a game changer. It'll keep your feet dry during those wet morning hunts or creek crossings without soaking up water like a sponge. So no more soggy socks, even if the conditions get a little messy. Comfort, these boots are insane. Energy midsoles gives a little bounce to every step, so even after a long day of hiking, your feet will still feel fresh. And they come with a zero break-in pain, just pure comfort from the start. Oh, and that ankle pod system, it provides great support, helping you stay steady on uneven ground too. For $178, you get a durable, lightweight, and super comfortable boot that can handle almost anything. If you want a hunting boot that does it all, whether you're scouting in the early season or tackling tough terrain, the VaprTrek is a perfect fit. Taking up the number 4 spot are the Meindl Eurolight Hunter 300 boots. If you're looking for a hunting boot that can do it all without weighing you down, the Meindl Eurolight Hunter 300 might just be your perfect match. This boot is all about versatility. Whether you're traversing wide open prairies, climbing into a tree stand, or navigating snowy forest trails, the Eurolight delivers rock-solid performance without feeling like you're dragging cinder blocks on your feet. At just 3.5 pounds per pair, it's shockingly light for how tough it is. The 9-inch full-grain nubuck leather upper, waxed for durability, water-resistant, and built to take a beating. And inside, you've got 300 grams of Gore-Tex air fiber insulation, just the right amount to keep your feet warm when it's cold, but breathable enough when you're on the move. Comfort-wise, these things are way up there. The Flex Zone venting system allows the boot to flex with your foot, especially around the forefoot and heel, making every step feel smooth and natural. Add in the shock-absorbing midsole and Meindl's air-active insoles, and your feet will thank you after a long day in the field. Grip? No worries there. The Duo DUR3 outsole bites into just about anything, mud, rock, wet leaves, you name it. For around $340, this is an all-around beast of a boot, lightweight, tough, and ready for whatever your hunt throws at you. Up next at the number 3 spot, we have the Crispi Nevada EFX GTX. If you're heading deep into the backcountry and need a boot that can take a beating and treat your feet right, the Crispi Nevada EFX GTX is a serious contender. These things are built like a tank, with a full-grain nubuck leather upper that's rugged, water-resistant, and ready for whatever your hunt throws at you. But despite that tough exterior, the comfort level is next level. Crispi's ankle bone support system gives you a snug, supportive fit that reduces fatigue and keeps your ankles stable on uneven terrain. No more wobbly steps or rolled ankles. And when it comes to weather protection, this boot doesn't mess around. The Gore-Tex lining keeps water out and lets your feet breathe, while lightweight insulation adds just enough warmth for cold mornings without turning your boots into ovens. Traction, it's all locked in. The Vibram Mega Grip outsole gives you grip on everything from slick rocks to muddy trails. Plus, Crispi's ElastoFlex midsole gives you that perfect mix of shock absorption and power, like walking with a little extra boost. Even the footbed is just tuned in to fight sweat and odors, keeping things fresh from dawn to dusk. At around $487 is not cheap, but if you want one boot that can truly do it all, the Crispi Nevada EFX GTX is built to perform and built to last. Nearly at the top, at the number 2 spot, are the LaCrosse Atlas hunting boots. If you're the type of hunter who keeps pushing when the terrain gets brutal and the weather turns sideways, the LaCrosse Atlas is your kind of boot. These things are built tough, from the reinforced rubber toe to the DuraFit heel cup. The Atlas is basically armor for your feet. Rocks, roots, brush, bring it on! The build quality is rugged, but what's impressive is how it doesn't feel like you're wearing something really heavy. Inside, it's all comfort. You get a cushy polyurethane footbed and a shock-absorbing EVA midsole, which means every step feels smooth, even when you're putting in serious miles. It's like off-roading in a luxury SUV. Solid on the outside, surprisingly smooth on the inside. Traction? Again, amazing. The LXG rubber outsole grips like crazy, and those InfiniTrack lugs adapt to the ground as you move, keeping you steady on everything from wet rocks to dry dirt. And yes, they are fully waterproof. The dry core lining seals out water completely. And if you're dealing with colder conditions, the insulated versions with Primaloft keep your toes toasty without overheating. At around $164, the Atlas delivers premium performance without the jaw-dropping price. Tough, comfortable, waterproof, and built for serious outdoorsmen. If your hunts take you off the beaten track, this is the boot that'll go the distance right there with you. Finally, at the top position, we have the Oboz Bridger Insulated Waterproof Boot. If you live somewhere where winter actually means business, the Oboz Bridger Insulated Waterproof Boot is a straight-up cold weather warrior. No flash, no frills, just reliable, rugged performance when you need it the most. Now, these may not be the most feature-packed and awesome boots around, but they are great at their price. Packed with 400 grams of Thinsulate insulation, these boots are built to keep your feet warm through snow, slush, and sub-zero temperatures. Add in a heat-reflective insole and thick outsole, and your toes are staying toasty from top to bottom. Seriously, unless your winter is more like light flurry and not at all anywhere close to polar vortex, these might even be too warm. Now let's talk waterproofing. These boots are sealed up to 8.5 inches high with a tough water-repellent leather upper and an internal membrane, which means frozen puddles, wet sidewalks, or even shallow lake dips. Bring it on, no problem. Comfort, right out of the box, they feel great. The insulation forms to your foot and the lacing system locks in that snug fit. Heel slippage, not a thing in these boots. Downsides, the sole isn't the grippiest on ice and the upper's a bit stiff for long distance treks. But for everyday winter wear, dog walks, driveway duty, quick hikes, they're rock solid. At around $188, the Bridger 10-inch isn't flashy, it's just built to work. And honestly, that's what makes it awesome. So that's it for this video on the best hunting boots in 2025. We hope you found it useful. Do like, share, and subscribe to Up on Top for more videos like this one. Also, do share your thoughts in the comments section below.